We pick up this episode of Inflation Watch by exploring the factors influencing the inflation outturn for June 2022 relative to June 2021 as measured by the Statistical Institute of Jamaica. Recall that for the May 2022 outturn, we shared with you that inflation was 10.9%, which remained above the upper limit of the bank's target of 4% to 6%. According to the most recent data, consumer prices increased by 10.9% in June 2022 relative to June 2021. This increase was similar to the outturn for May 2022 and represented the 11th consecutive month Jamaica's inflation rate has been above the limit of the bank's target range. Inflation in June was largely driven by higher costs for restaurant and accommodation services. The increase was largely reflected in higher prices for items within the class, restaurants, cafes, and the like. The outturn likewise reflected higher costs for transport due to higher costs for passenger transport by road, which reflected an increase in bus, route taxi, and hackney carriage fares in August 2021, along with higher costs for all petrol products. In addition, we also noted higher food prices for meat and other meat products, along with cereals and cereal products, which reflected higher costs for flour and rice. On a monthly basis, the increase in inflation largely reflected higher prices for items within the class, oils and fats. This outturn was further aided by increases in prices for vegetables and starchy foods, along with cereals and cereal products. However, the outturn for the month was partly offset by lower rates for electricity, water, and sewage. The price increases continued to reflect the staggered impact of higher international commodity prices, such as crude oil and grains, on domestic prices. Domestic prices were also affected by the Russia-Ukraine conflict, higher shipping costs, and the continued improvement in domestic demand.
Join us next month on Inflation Watch to see what the inflation number will be.